Oh, have I caught you off guard, Your Highness?
Here we go.
Aw, does it hurt? I bet it hurts real bad, doesn't it? But it's nothing compared to what my brother felt. You will never be forgiven, you know. I will never forgive you.
You must be...
You filthy monster. It's time to die!
Dimitri! Professor! Do it now!
Rodrigue! No!
Brother, help me.
I was actually really looking forward to Dimitri getting stabbed.
Your Highness, are you safe? Please tell me it wasn't in vain. His punishment, it was mine to bear. There are no sins or punishments on the battlefield. No, don't die. Please don't die. Father, stepmother.
Yo.
They all died and left me behind.
This is great voice acting. Man, that gave me tingles.
Rodrigue,
Oof.
are you to join the ghosts who shadow my every move? This is my fault. I'm the one who killed you, as surely as though I had wielded the blade. Your Highness, you have one thing terribly wrong. None of them, none of us, died for you. I'm dying for what I believe in, just as they did. Your life is your own. It belongs to no other, living or dead. Live for what you believe in. Dimitri, my boy, you really do look just like His Majesty. What are you saying, Lambert?
I am heading to Dusker, and before
Wow,
you
he
start,
really does look
nothing
like
you
him.
could say would change my mind.
Jeez.
You worry too much, my friend. So far, relations with Dusker have been going smoothly, wouldn't you say? You, of all people, should appreciate how critical these negotiations are.
Of course I do, but for the king himself to make the journey, you must admit that it's dangerous. And His Highness is still so young. If the worst should happen...
Even if the worst should happen, he would be okay. He's a smart boy, Rodrigue. Even if he should lose his father, I have no doubt that he will grow to be a good and respectable man.
Awkward.
Lambert.
However, if he ever starts down the wrong path, and I am not here to set him straight, I am trusting you to do so in my stead, old friend. Promise me.
Lambert, my promise.
By the way,
What do you want?
I'm gonna say something real quick. Noticed some people in chat saying that scene was incredibly cheesy. Like, oh, how tropey. Let me explain something real quick for the younger guys in here. You go through 3 phases in life. When you see everything for the first time, it's magical and awesome. And that generally happens when you're younger. Then as you get older and you've seen everything 100 times, you start saying things like, oh, that was cheesy. Oh, that was tropey. But see, here's the thing. There's a third phase. And it's the phase when you realize that every single thing in life repeats. That you're going to see the same thing 1,000 times in your life, especially in stories. And that, honestly, just focus on enjoying it. It doesn't matter if you've seen it 100 times. Do you have any idea how many games I've played? Do you have any idea how many death scenes like that I've seen? But I still fundamentally enjoyed it. Because just allow yourself to. It doesn't matter if it's cheesy. It doesn't matter if you've seen it 100 times. Let yourself enjoy it. The only person that you're affecting when you take those scenes so seriously that they're cheesy for you is your own enjoyment. Now, don't get me wrong. I was in phase 2 for a while. And there's a time that I would have seen that phase and been like, oh man, here we go again. But just understand that there's a phase after that. Don't get stuck in phase 2. Get to the point where you can just enjoy the tropes. You can enjoy the repetition. And always remember, things are cliche because they've worked countless times before. Things only become cliche if they're good enough to be cliche. All right, there we go. That's all. I'm done. Where are you going?
It doesn't concern you.
It does.
Get out of my way. No.
Man, I was hoping that death would... Bro, really? After what you just saw, this is how you're going to act still? Come on, man. You better than this. Do you really think that will appease the dead?
Silence! You have no idea what you're talking about. Death is the end. No matter how much lingering regret a person has, after death, they are powerless. They cannot even wish for revenge, much less seek it out.
Also, I hate to say it, I was super hoping that Dedu would put Dimitri back on the right path. But now that I know that if you don't do Dedu's paralog mission, he doesn't come back, then they can't put him as part of the main story to save Dimitri. Sad face.
Hatred, regret. Those burdens fall on the shoulders of those who are left behind. And so I must continue down this path. I already told you as much. It is far too late to stop.
You're wrong.
Do not waste your breath with some nonsense about how I should move on with my life for their sake.
Wait, that's exactly what you should do!
That is merely the logic of the living. It's meaningless.
You're the living!
Those who died with lingering regret, they will not loose their hold on me so easily.
Wait a second.
But you seem to have all the answers. So tell me, Professor. Please tell me. How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them?
By
Ever
being the
since
best
that
king
day
you
9
can.
years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Even my time at the Officers' Academy was also that I could secure my revenge and clear away the regret of the dead.
This is redemption music!
It was the only thing that kept me alive. My only reason to keep moving forward.
You must forgive yourself.
But then who or what should I live for?
Live for what you believe in.
What I believe in? Rodrigue said the same thing. But is it possible? I am a murderous monster. My hands are stained red. Could one such as I truly hope for such a life? As the sole survivor of that day, do I have the right to live for myself?
You have to. You're the only dude that lived. Oh, is that us? Or is that him? I think that's us.
Your hands are so warm. Have they always been?
Oh, we may have started the redemption arc! This may be it! About damn time. Oh my god. Hot Topic Dimitri was driving me nuts.
Azure Moon. Harpstring Moon.
Okay.
The King's triumphant return. Following the death of Rodrigue, Dimitri begins to question his desire for revenge. His troubled mind turns to the kingdom capital and how he might end the chaos plaguing Faerghus once and for all.
Awesome. Can we have a Hot Topic Dimitri cosplay? Maybe for our second playthrough in a while. That sounds like something we could do. Give me an eye patch and a blonde wig. Oh god, it's Kuromi all over again. What am I saying? Oh Jesus.
Our victory at Drondor was certainly a turning point for us. However, Rodrigue's death has been difficult to bear. We've lost considerable military strength and resources.
Is there no way to secure more soldiers?
If we split up the soldiers currently defending the monastery, we should have sufficient numbers to invade the Empire. But even then...
Your Highness, you should be resting. Your wounds are still healing.
I am well, I assure you. More importantly, may I have a moment of your time? Thank
Hey,
you.
Dub Life.
I wish to apologize.
Dude!
To all of you. I have led you down this dark path with me, and have caused so much suffering along the way.
Is it just me, or did his profile picture change? He doesn't have that gray under his eye anymore. He doesn't look so crazy. Oh, dude, awesome. Here we go. Here we go.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am for my behavior. There is no apology I could offer that would be sufficient.
And how do you intend to make up for my father's death?
Felix, I realize words alone are not enough to repent, but I fear they are all I have.
I'm not after more empty words. I want you to speak through your actions.
I know that no amount of regret can ever bring back the lives we have lost. I know that well. It is like patching up a tear with a different material. Things can never be as they were. The best I can hope for is to make things whole again. I wish to do the right thing from now on. That is why I have made a decision. I intend to take back the kingdom capital. I wish to save our people, those who I turned my back on for far too long. To follow my heart and do the right thing. That is the only way I can atone for my sins.
Spectrum! Stop it! This is a good scene. There will be no frame drops. Okay, let's go.
Your Highness. If we can win back Fhirdiad, it will give us the advantage in our war against the Empire. As one who has served the royal family for ages, know that your words bring me great joy and pride.
Listen to this music! Dude.
That said, I must point out that if we make for Fhirdiad, the Emperor's head will slip further out of reach. Can you live with that?
I still hold hatred in my heart for her, and for the ones responsible for the tragedy. That I will carry with me until death. But my life is my own. It belongs to no one else, and it is high time that I started living for what I believe in. I will no longer allow the voices of the dead to bind me. This is something that I must do. No, something that I am choosing to do. I will accomplish my aim, even if it means risking my life to do so.
Understood, Your Highness. So, any objections?
Count me in.
You are correct. We cannot afford to die in vain by recklessly challenging the Empire.
I'm worried about Lady Rhea. But if this is the choice you've made, I support it.
I am at your command, Your Highness. I will follow you anywhere.
My sword is at your service, Your Highness.
I'll help too. The people in Fhirdiad need us.
Fine, I'll help you, in my father's stead. But in return, you must win. You know that, don't you, Dimitri?
I do. And I swear on my father's lance that we will prevail.
Then it is decided. It seems this war council has much to discuss. Our next stop is Fhirdiad, the kingdom capital, for the future of Faerghus.
Oh, dude. This story has been so awesome. If the other two houses in terms of story even come close to this one, like, this game is one of the better in a good while. Like, the Blue House story has been incredible. I've been loving this. Absolutely loving it. It just got like 10 times better with this. Dude, I was seriously a little concerned we were going to ride out Evil Dimitri for the whole thing. I thought we picked the bad house and that we were going to just ride out him being terrible and getting everyone murdered and killed. And like, oh, I'm so glad this is turning around. Oh, this really makes me want to do both the other houses though. Like both of them. Man, I tell you. What are you doing? This has been so good
Sleep
today.
evades me, so I thought I'd get in some extra training. I was just about
He looks
to finish.
so much better.
Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling the sting of wounds that should have healed long ago.
What wounds? I should say which wounds. Because you have about a billion
I
of
got
them.
when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Gronder.
Ah.
Her eyes were filled with revenge, just as mine once were.
Who was she?
I don't know, but I have a guess.
Yeah. That's what I've heard, Andy Face. Yeah, I've heard that the Red story has 2 branching lines, and one of them is pretty good, but you can tell that they focused on making the other one amazing. So apparently the Eagle House has 2 lines, and one of them's good, and one of them's okay, and one of them is like, whoa, awesome. Yeah.
I suppose I haven't told you about that yet.
Cohh, please stop imposing your own values on every character you think is wrong in every game. Also, didn't you learn in DR1, Baka said the same thing too, every person has their own common sense. Zan Rebel, there's a difference though. You see, my values are the right values, and yours and everyone else's are wrong. So, because my values are right, I'm gonna keep talking about them. However, you need to work on your values, sir, because clearly they are wrong. Okay, toxic streamer. Okay. All right, let's go. What are you talking about? Wait a second. Our character doesn't realize the guy we killed, that's his sister? Uh-oh.
I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar. The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time.
Why did they do it?
It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago.
Okay, for the few people in chat that didn't get that was all a joke, by the way. I'm not telling you your values are wrong. It's jokes.
I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent.
You are wrong, though. Just making... Okay.
I have taken so many lives, and with each one, I face hatred. During the last 5 years, especially. My life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point, I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday. Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed. But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions, only to hurt them in the end. I suppose this is yet another thing we will just have to live with.
Feel the same way?
Yes. As one who chose to fight, it is my responsibility to confront this anguish and the true nature of war, until the day my life comes to an end.
We can confront it together.
Thank you. You know, Professor,
There is something that I only recently realized. I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
Awesome. That was a good one. Okay, so it looks like we don't have any prologues this month, which is great. Let's do a quick look. Oh, the Dimitri support's opened up. Okay, great. So we'll do that in just a second. Let's go ahead and take care of this first. You away. Dedu's Iron Axe. Wait, what can I do with this? Oh, equip. Oh, we got another Brave Bow. We'll go ahead and use this until it's gone, and then we'll replace it with a new one. Crescent Sickle's low, but we can keep using it. Master Key's got 1 hit left. We'll save that. Okay. Great, and we're going to keep the experience orb on Sylvain for now. We got to get him up in levels. Yeah. Any new abilities or combat arts? I don't think so. All right, quick look at the month. Golden Fish. Or Fish of Mystery. I think I'm just going to keep saving. Maybe we'll get lucky with another Fistful of Fish event, and if not, not a big deal. Okay, let's explore. Am I able to forge any new special weapons? Maybe. I'll take a look at that. I'll take a look at that. Oh, we may have to do some fighting next week if it turns out we have a fight. That would be good. We could really focus on leveling Sylvain if we do that. But it all if there's no quest that needs fighting, then we're not going to do it.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But
Oh, we got Felix's crit on.
knowing
Thank
we
you.
have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And now we're headed to the kingdom? That sounds hard. Oh, really hard, don't you think?
We'll be fine.
Of course you'd say that. Why'd I even ask?
I love Bernie. Hey, Jamo, how you doing today, dude? Is there any reason to keep fishing other than being fun? Yes, the only real reason to keep fishing at this stage of the game, well, basically once you've maxed professor level, the only reason to keep fishing is twofold. One, so you have enough fish, so you can make the fish food that you want to make with the peoples at the cantina, because that actually does use the fish that you fish. And B, if you save up enough for like Fistful of Fish events, and then you do a lot of fishing, then you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money on fishing if you do it right. Yep. Do these again. Actually, do I have anything better? Maybe we'll do some flowers. Some white flowers. We didn't seem to get too much of a better harvest by doing all the same seed. Uh-oh. Wait. Bernie wants to talk again. Oh, wait, that's not Bernie. Who's that? Who's this? Oh, what's up, girl?
I'm relieved the prince seems to have finally come to his senses.
You're telling me.
It's a real shame that Lord Rodrigue passed away. It really is. But now, I think we're starting to see a sliver of hope for the future of Fodlan.
Cool. Do. Hello. Oh, hello.
The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food. But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
Whoa, girl, slow down. Unintentionally deep. Okay. What's up, Frank?
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Fhirdiad is a city with a long history that goes back to before Fargus gained its independence.
Every single time he says there's nothing to report, and every single time he reports anyway!
I'd like to visit that place at least once before I die, but I'm afraid I have my own work to attend to. It's hard being so dedicated. Ah, well, I'll go there for some leisurely sightseeing once Fodlan knows peace.
Good call, Frank. We can go together. It'll be fun. We'll have a little party.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes?
Oh, you know what?
This one, yes? I think. Return soon, please.
Let me do this quick before I forget.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go.
Nah. I'll wait on that. It's really expensive. Oh, the killer bow is probably pretty good now, since his crit rate's gone up a lot. Wasn't there someone else I needed to repair? Oh, we can repair that short spear.
Is this it?
Man, I wish I could
There
buy
you go.
loot steel.
Come back
I
anytime.
hate using it. I have 97k. Yeah.
If you manage to take back Fhirdiad, it'll make it a bit easier for us to do business. Taxes in the Fargus dukedom are ridiculously high. Makes it hard to even think about trading. That Cornelia woman. What does she use that ample tax money for anyway? From the Empire's perspective, I suppose it makes sense to squeeze the former kingdom territories for all they're worth.
But if they throw those territories into total ruin, doesn't that defeat the purpose of conquering them?
Good point.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome. Man, I wish he sold some new, like, veggie seeds.
Welcome! Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
She's so nice. I like her.
Hello.
Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do?
Get some good tea for birthdays.
It's all yours. Take it.
I really wish it would tell you
Will
how
this one
much
do?
of these you have.
It's all yours. Will this one? It's all. Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do? It's all. Will this one? It's all yours. Will this one do? It's. Will this? It's all yours. Tell your friends.
Okay. Why is the tea so expensive? It's 5-star.
Professor?
So I guess it's really good. I honestly don't know what really good tea does. It doesn't seem to affect how much I like the tea, so I don't know.
Even this town, which was a ruin, has begun to recover its energy. However, acquiring supplies is still difficult. The people living here are struggling too. This conflict must be brought to an end soon.
I quite agree.
Yes. Let us seize victory together and build a new, more peaceful world. Still, I wonder what path my life should follow once we achieve our goals.
You made a promise, bro. You're going back to your family. Yup.
That has been my intent. But surely my daughter Annette must have her own path to follow.
Yeah, getting back with the family.
Perhaps she would be happier if our paths diverged.
Oh, come on now.
Of course, if she desires it, I will gladly return. But if she does not, I wonder if I should ask my wife to join me here. To live out our days together at the monastery.
Yes.
Would not be so bad a choice either. Perhaps it is the fault of last night's drink that I am indulging in such dreams of the future today.
It's important to think about the future.
Yes. I've learned there is strength in focusing clearly on tomorrow and allowing yesterday to be done.
That's not something I ever thought we'd hear from him.
Hey, it's the old fishing guy. Hi there.
Old fishing guy?
A short time ago, I instructed these children in the art of fishing.
Thanks to you, we caught a really, really big fish in the river nearby.
Is that right? Be sure you share it with your families now.
We will.
What happened to not smiling?
I did say something about that once, didn't I? I even told you to forget you ever saw me smile. But now, I would not ask that of you. Your words from when last we spoke have stayed with me. They bring to mind the king I first served. He told me not to dwell upon the dead. The dead are dead, and those who live are not bound by them. I intend to live my own life from now on.
That's a fine smile.
You have a fine smile as well. One that I could never have imagined when we first met. No matter how our titles or positions change, I hope you will always remain yourself, Professor.
That was a great one, dude. That was a great one. Oh, and it's A! I think that was the last one with him. Awesome. Oh, man. Okay. Let's keep poking around here. Make sure we get all the items. We gotta make everyone super happy. Talk to everyone too.
I don't feel like I can just forget all the awful stuff.
Oh, there is an S with him.
But
oh
if His
my.
Highness is owning up to his past and trying to move forward, I figure I can give him that chance. We've been friends since we were kids. I'm gonna be there for him all the way to the end.
Ash Caravan with the 5,000 cheer. Happy Monday, Cohh in chat. Ash Caravan with a second 5,000 cheer. Once more because it's Monday. Thank you so much, my man. Really appreciate that. 10,000 cheer. Securing his top spot this week. Thank you, Ash Caravan. That is awesome. I'm pretty sure he was our top last week, too. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you. It must be Cohh's unbirthday birthday. It is. Today is another not my birthday. That's true.
Now it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you
happy new day, chat. Happy new day.
Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate. What he was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead. That is exactly why I look up to him.
Nice, dude. Bro, do. Maintain. Oh, no. I just realized something. Is Shamir here? Because she straight up told us, if you don't see me again, I'm probably dead. What? There she is. Good, we gotta talk to her.